I'm riding the rails like a freight train. I'm riding the rails like a freight train. Can't hold me back, I'm gonna stay on track. I'm riding the rails like a freight train. Got a long, long way to go from where I'm coming. Oh, got my journey in my back pocket. Oh, I'm moving on. Oh, well, I'm riding the rails like a freight train. I'm riding the rails like a freight train. Can't hold me back, I'm gonna stay on track. I'm riding the rails like a freight train. Nothing's getting in my way. Doesn't matter what they say. Gonna roll straight on ahead. Oh, I'm moving on. Oh, well, I'm riding the rails like a freight.
Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
Boing.
Mr. Spicoli, you're on very dangerous ground right now.
Oh, Ray Walston. What a great man.
The great Ray Walston, yes. Yes, it's 8:01. Therefore, you're on my time. Oh, isn't it like our time?
Oh, see?
I've been thinking about that, Mr.
I'm going to smile your face on a Monday morning.
Yes, by being tardy.
No. I was here at 8. Ready to roll.
Yeah,
Let's go, bitch.
Yeah. You work on your synchronization of your Timex there. Anyway,
You have a Timex.
do
you have a Timex?
I don't have. I've never had a Timex.
Oh.
No, I had the coolest watch though in seventh grade. It was a digital watch, which of course was all the rage. All the cool kids had them.
Oh my God.
And not just that, but it was a calculator watch from JCPenney, and it had like a racing car game on it. You could play an actual like video game on it. I was so happy. I wanted that watch so bad, and I got it. One of the few times. That was my Red Ryder BB pistol right there. What's that watch?
Are you wearing it right now?
It did, ceased working after a few years.
What are some of the brands of those digital watches? There was
Swatch was a big thing. I know.
Not for digital.
Not for digital. No.
Calculators was Texas Instruments.
Yeah, TI was.
There was
a thing.
Was it Casio? No.
Yeah, Casio was a thing
some
too.
Digital one. I can't
Omega. I don't remember Omega watches were a thing
maybe Omega
for a short time, but
Maybe.
yeah, digital watches, man. that was the rage. That was the hilt of technology at that time. Everything okay with Blackie there? I'm a little worried.
Blackie you hear? Can you hear him?
I can hear him. He doesn't like this conversation about watches. That's for sure.
He's groaning. He gets this groan.
Oh.
When he doesn't get his what he wants, and what he wants.
What does he want?
I'm getting to that. It's a holiday. That's why I was right on time, because it's a national holiday. I was saying my final things for the holiday. It's like,
what is this, Druid? Are you a Jewish princess? What's going on here?
A Jewish American princess?
Yes.
Adapt.
They're hot. They walk around in cloaks. They literally are hot. So what's going on there?
Look at.
Oh, honey, what's going on, my boy?
He is very focused. One thing about Black, he is a focused son of a bitch. I'll tell you that. He doesn't give up, and he's right there. He's still right here. Hey, it is one of the best. I'm surprised. Is the library open today?
Yeah, I'm on the schedule.
Okay.
That doesn't mean anything.
As a post office, because it is a national holiday of mega importance. It's like it's religious orgasm, kind of.
No, post office has got to be open. I see the workers' cars are here, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
I'm sorry?
On Monday. Aren't you usually...
Observe it. It took a little while.
But
Hey, want a fresca?
you're in front of Quinn Natali's masterpiece.
Yes, I am. No, I'm working a weird shift today because we have someone under the weather, so I figured, what the hell? Come on in and use the cool toys.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Then I sent you an email to play during a short vid to play when AJ's on.
All right.
But today, Mr. Bob's got a great idea from a friend of mine. I've mentioned this before from Mr. Bob's, but a really good friend of mine, Victoria Kingsbury. She gets
the Kugel Queen.
The Kugel Queen. She wants to, Queen with KW. Kugel
That's
Queen.
right. Exactly.
It almost sounds like Elmer Fudd. Who is it? Cool? Don't get really Queen. Get Kugel Queen.
Oh Lord!
But instead of getting things from Mr. Bob's herself, she's works at a school and she puts out the word and she gets like a shitload of clothes from Mr. Bob's all at one time. And so she's putting out the word for the baby and toddler clothing. And the reason I say that is, if you don't think you can make a difference by yourself, which you can, get a few friends together, get a family together, get your group together, and just say, "Hey, I got Mr. Bob's needs baby and toddler clothing sizes 0 to 24 months and 2T to 5T."
Yeah.
Learn more about it. Like Bulldog's got right there is Mr. Bob's underthebridge.org. Today is a drop-off day, Mondays and Thursdays. Today is 4 to 6 p.m. So there.
There you go.
All right. Now that you're at the real place, were you able to stop there this morning?
No.
Oh, God. You got to get over there. Oh, my cup is plane. Huh.
What?
I was there.
Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't get a stamp.
Julia.
Uh-oh.
No. She's awesome. She served me up a schlag. I was a happy camper this morning.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
I was trying to tell Terry Sweet. Oh, that's what else I wanted to talk about. Terry Sweet and I went to see Michael Cavanaugh at the CPAC on Friday night. And he was awesome. He was really, really good. He was entertaining. That guy can play the keys, man. I'll tell you. He did Angry Young Man. The start of that is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Man, but he played I think it was hour 45 minutes or so with a short intermission in the middle. It was really well done. And Terry, he's the piano guy.
Yes,
he's our music maestro, and he was impressed. He said it was really good.
Cool.
And then Michael came out into the lobby afterwards and was signing stuff, and I went up and said hello to him. He said,
nice.
He said, you look at Terry, and they thought about you, and he said, you've upgraded. So he was nice. He knows how to. He's really a quality entertainer.
Yeah.
And that was the last show of the season for the Visiting Artists series. The next one is in late September of next year.
Do we know the schedule for next year, or is it too early?
They already have it.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they dropped it.
All right.
So,
they got those. That's in cooperation with the Historical Society. They got those Radio Rosies coming to town too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, where are those going to be?
CPAC. That's at the CPAC. Cool. Absolutely, yeah. So the venue is not has not gone silent. Just the Visiting Artists here.
Oh, right.
So yeah.
Right. And there's all kinds of with the end of the school year.
Oh yeah, concerts, spring concerts, and all that.
Yep. You bet. This Friday and Saturday, Mel's has the BC's 8-pin tap at Cedars 3 in Hooterberg.
Yes. And
you know who's going to be there on Friday?
Oh, I have a pretty good idea.
AJ.
Yes.
He's going to be there.
Excellent.
So he can talk about that. So that's this weekend. We've been talking about the BC 8-pin tap for a while. You don't have to get all of them down to get a strike. You get 8, 9, or 10 pins, counts as a strike. And it's this Friday night and Saturday.
With this adjustment for, pin adjustment. So if I get 2 pins, does that mean I actually get 6? Does the adjustments continue? I mean, or is it
2 pins?
Just 2, yeah, or 1. I'm famous for bumping 1.
I have to admit, bowling is not my thing, so
you
can have whatever you want. And
use the arrows, they say. Use the arrows.
Look, I'm not a good bowler. I guess I'm kind of proud of it. So there.
Yeah, I'm not good either.
Yeah. And then in a couple weeks, they're having that guy's running the 100-mile thing for Mel's.
That's cool.
So you can go on melscharities.org to see more about that. So a lot of good stuff going on.
Yeah.
But today,
yeah,
today I was talking to Russ Meyer, and the reason I didn't get the Kentucky Derby pick right, the only reason I did is because I saw
Your horse probably died. They had a little problem. A blight ran through the stables or something. I had no idea.
Yeah, blight. But there was a horse named King Russell.
Ah,
so I was gonna go with Madge, but then I saw King Russell and I thought, oh man,
you went all in.
Russell. All in, and of course, I don't know. He maybe came in 18 out of 17 or something like that.
So Jack went all in. That means $2 on.
You bet. Absolutely right.
Remember when Fred and Barney were betting on the Dino races? They came across a guy called the Colonel. He says, "I got some advice for you, son. Don't bet on the races."
Is that a real episode?
It is. It's an early one. Oh, yeah, it's a great episode. Well, I think Fred takes like Wilma's whatever like hidden money, hidden stash. Well, they were going to buy Dino Dan's pool hall. And they won. They actually wound up winning the races, but then some guy has a stick up on the way home. It's amazing. Yeah, it's one of those great honeymooners style comedy of errors. Woman, it's been a terrible accident. Fred put up a good fight. He lost all his pay. It's fun. Maybe I'll have to dial some of that up for the show.
It's not National Flintstones Day. However,
when is it? All right.
It is like this is the day, and to make it on a Monday too. How wonderful is that? It's just like the coolest holiday ever. It's not just a national day. I think it's Jews love it, Christians love it.
What's the damn holiday? You haven't ponied it up yet. What are we celebrating here?
It's not Christmas. It's not Easter. It's not even St. Patrick's Day.
Good Lord.
It is National.
Oh, wait. Fork? Wait, no, I lost you for a second there.
Coconut cream pie day.
Oh, my gosh. Gilligan.
Oh, my God.
Marianne.
It's unbelievable. There should be coconut carols.
How'd you get that? Where'd you get that from?
I went in advance last night to the grocery store. Most stores don't sell coconut cream pie unless they're frozen. So right. I planned ahead. You think I don't plan ahead? I'm not organized.
You thought it overnight.
I did. You bet. I thought it. But the coconut cream pie is just fantastic. Its status as a regular pie ingredient was cemented in 1895 when a Philadelphia miller received a shipment of coconuts as repayment for a debt from a client in Cuba. And I'm really short on what I owe you, but I got some of these here coconuts. Can you imagine that? Some coconuts.
The rate of exchange on that's huge.
Yeah. So he set up a factory and dried the coconut meat and began to distribute, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, coconut cream pie. Listen to this. It is like, you think, is it healthy or not? And here's the ultimate diametric sides to it. It has coconut meat, that's the white stuff they call meat, contains a concentration of cytokinins, a group of hormones that boost plant development and helps plants fight pathogens. So it's good for you. Right. But on the other hand, this is incredible, this stat. Falling coconuts. You think you only see them on TV, It sounds like a Flintstone thing.
Skipper.
Yeah.
Invariably.
Exactly.
Alan Hale Jr. had the best.
Alan Hale Jr. Oh, all hail Alan Hale. But falling coconuts kill about 150 people worldwide each year.
This is a plague, an epidemic.
That is, to put this in context, in perspective, that's twice the number of deaths by shark attacks.
Oh my gosh.
So, they have Shark Week, but they don't have Coconut Week for the coconuts.
Maybe we should remember that.
Coconuts don't kill people, stupidity does. Don't
hover.
Don't stand under a coconut tree.
Coconut tree, absolutely. Oh man, here we go. So, in honor of this day, all I can think is that we need to hear, while you enjoy that, the music of Skipper. Here we go.
Close your eyes.
Sure, Skipper. Wait a minute. If it's a clean blow, I'll reward you both ears and a tail.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Howe.
What?
There it is.
Hooray! No, it's tail.
I had to hear the oh. Because nobody belts out a good agonized. Good stuff.
Blackie likes coconut cream pie too.
That must be good with a coffee chaser.
Oh my
I'd
god,
imagine.
it's fantastic.
That's
It really
the
is.
way to go.
Schlag and coconut cream pie. It's also National Give Someone a Cupcake Day.
Well, I'm over here on Hanover, everybody. You know where to
All
find me.
So listen to this. There are actually cupcake ATMs.
Oh, nice.
The
But don't make a deposit. Just to make a withdrawal.
The Sprinkles Cupcakes Bakery invented a cupcake ATM that can hold up to 350 cupcakes.
Not nearly enough, but okay.
What do you think?
That's brilliant.
All right. So the question is, with it being Coconut Cream Pie Day and also someone give a Cupcake Day, would you rather get a cupcake or a slice of coconut cream pie? And if you don't like coconut cream pie,
I don't.
then a slice of pie or a cupcake.
Oh, I'm gonna have to slide on the pie then, obviously, because
Well,
that's just
what pie is your favorite pie?
favorite pie these days. It varies from time to time, but currently
Pizza.
I have a strange affinity for blueberry pie lately. I don't know where it came
A
from.
couple weeks ago, it was National Blueberry Pie Day.
I remember it well. I remember not having any.
Okay, so blueberry pie for you. Do you put anything on top of it, like whipped cream or ice cream or anything?
Not
like that?
necessary. Ice cream does taste good with it, but I'll mow right in. You don't have to. I won't wait for that scoop. Of
Okay.
anything. Yeah.
What about cupcake? What's your favorite cupcake?
Well,
Making me think hard this morning.
I don't have a lot of. I mean, I don't really order cupcakes very often. I just don't eat them because all it is
I'm not
does is
asking
make.
you to order them. I'm saying if someone said to you, "What flavor? I got any cupcake you want." What would you?
All right,
get?
slide me a chocolate cupcake with lots of chocolate frosting on top. Yeah, chocolate blob in the middle. Delicately Delicious has a really good chocolate fudge thing where they have this like knob of like chocolate frosting in the middle. It's kind of awesome. So
Okay.
yeah,
There you go. Was that so difficult?
It was hard. I
what
burned
she
out,
said.
man. Yeah.
All right. Now, that's just fantastic. I might take the rest of the show off because it's still a great coconut cream pie.
Well, thanks everybody. Have a wonderful Monday.
Russell's wife makes coconut cream pie, and he won't eat it.
Really? Oh, so he's just
Yeah.
an anti-coconut guy, probably.
He is.
Yeah,
He is.
they're out there. I was one.
Not only did he name a loser horse after himself, he doesn't like coconut cream pie. He's on the shit list today.
Don't bet on the races, son.
All right, I understand there's some sports going on.
Yeah, I wonder if AJ will cover the
he's been
derby.
slacking. Did I tell you? Oh, he we got to talk about his appearance last week too. So,
Well, there's appearances, plural.
I know. And then he's got major announcements coming up too.
Whoa! All right, stand back. Well, I was going to fill up my coffee bag because I'll stick around for a bit. AJ Bocchini in the house. Good morning,
What's
sir.
up, boys?
Welcome.
What's up, boys? How we doing?
So nice to have you back on the show.
Yes, exactly. It's good to be back, Bulldog. Thank you.
All right,
for
all right.
our
Absolutely.
arranging this week so we can have it on. What's up, boys? Big day in sports yesterday. Big day.
Boy, can you talk any faster, AJ? Holy
love it.
mackerel!
I love it. He's got a lot to cover.
I'll slow down. So we'll start with the Brewers yesterday because they finally got a win.
That's a win. Chalk it up.
Chalk it up. They lost 6 out of 7, but the crazy part is
Chalk that up too.
I read a stat yesterday.
Yeah.
This week the division went the whole division went a resounding 5-23.
That was a good week to suck.
I heard that the Cardinals lost 8 in a row, and they just broke their losing streak yesterday, right?
The Pirates lost 6 in a row.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they were doing really well.
Yeah, they were.
So there's barely any adjustment in the standings.
Yeah, so the Brewers are still a half game out of first place.
How does that work? Well, I'll tell you how it works. Nobody was working. Nothing was working.
Listen to this. The friendly folks in St. Louis are making Philly fans blush with their incessant booing over the team's worst start in 50 years.
Yeah.
That's worth having some coconut cream pie and celebrating over.
There you go.
It's great. It's great. They're lovely, aren't they?
It's delightful, lovely, and delicious.
They're a lovely 11-24.
Oh, stink burger.
That's great. That's grand.
Stink burgers, right? Stink burgers, right?
What else is going on, Age?
So I watched part of that game last night, the Nuggets Suns game. The Suns ended up winning.
Yeah.
So that series is tied at 2.
Okay, hold it. Before you go any further, Bulldog, I sent you a video
Yeah,
this morning. Can you play that?
I can.
This is from Suns Nuggets, AJ. I want to get your opinion on this.
Working on it.
Okay.
Pushing buttons,
What happened is,
pushing
did you hear about this? It's about Nikola. Is it Nikola or Nikola? How do you say it?
Nikola
Jokic, who had a fantastic game yesterday in a losing cause. So
Here
a
we go,
ball goes out of bounds.
Going to be strange to walk into this building and not see
There he
a
goes.
smiling face as Phoenix
Oh.
turns it over.
Oh,
And
Oh.
boy, Jokic, little
Wait a
bit of
minute.
contact. Boy, that potentially could get dangerous.
I think Jokic was just trying to get the basketball from the crowd, and crowd
That
a little upset about
that douchebag is the owner of the Suns.
Boy, right into the area where
he's taking on Tony
Suns owner
Soprano.
Matt Ishbia is seated just to our left in that corner as security.
What you
quickly
doing? Hey,
tries
Louis.
to
Hey,
step
Phil.
in and
What,
defuse
I don't
the
know. Hey,
situation.
who do you think he is?
a little bad boy action there from Matt Ishbia from Detroit. I think there was nothing to it, just everybody excited.
But
Let's see how the officials handle this here.
How indeed?
As both teams
We get to see
will
the
go
game.
There it
to
is.
their respective
Hey-o.
benches. See a Kogi landing. That's what happened there. Jokic, boy, trying to rip it away from Matt Ishbia, and then a little shove.
Hey.
Boy.
Hey.
You know, Matt Ishbia did play for Tom Izzo, so he's unafraid.
Oh,
I'm
that was a good shove.
oh
A
come
little
on,
bit of maybe a flop from
a
Ishbia there.
flop.
That wasn't a flop. That was a fluke.
Right? They gave Jokic a technical
Yeah.
What? For what?
for shoving the
For
owner.
shoving the owner.
Should that have been a technical?
Well, the Suns have a lot of problems, so let's give them a little something.
No. let's not give him anything.
I said they have a lot of problems in the organization. So
Organization. Well, I mean, I don't think those organizational problems deserve an assault from a 6'7".
Assault. He's 7 feet, I think. But that son of a bitch wouldn't let go of the ball. The hell with him.
Hey, I'd have given it up eventually. I'm
He-
playing devil's advocate here.
So it cost
Literally.
it cost the Nuggets a point and possession. So do you think that's the right call?
no, that's not the right call.
What would have been the right call, AJ?
I think the owner's lucky he was the owner because he looked like
Careful now.
some random dude last night.
What is an owner supposed to look like, AJ? Okay, I ask you this. What am I supposed to? I can't wear a nice polo shirt and shorts.
Well, at least wear some Suns gear or something.
Yeah.
Well, you got to wear your colors if you're the owner.
He didn't wear the colors. He wore black and green.
Hey, because the ladies told me I look best in this.
You're right, AJ. He's a loser.
He looked like he wore like,
AJ's got friends everywhere. He knows what owners wear. He sits with owners.
he looked like Ryan. He looked like I thought it was Ryan Reynolds for a second.
So I get to come and shove Green Lantern whenever I want.
Deadpool. Isn't
Then I remembered I wasn't watching soccer, so then
I thought it was great. I thought they should have put the owner, get his pusser up there and let Jokic take another shot at him.
right.
God.
Well, it was a great day though. Great.
Okay.
Day. I did watch a little bit of a different sport yesterday.
Uh-oh.
I watched the NCAA now has beach volleyball.
Well, all
Really?
right. I used to tune in around 2 a.m. on ESPN Deuce.
Yeah, they have a beach volleyball. They have a beach volleyball championship. It was really entertaining. It was 2-0. It's best of 5, and it was 2-0 USC. UCLA came back and won the next 2 matches, and it came down to the number 5 match.
Okay. And?
USC won.
Oh, good. Good.
For the 5th time in 7 years.
Really? They got a dynasty going on.
Yeah, they got a dynasty going
Are
on.
they going to bring that sport to the Big Ten? Will they be doing it out near the ice shacks out on the But the guys are ice fishing.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I remember when the ladies were on, my brother and I would become like Lenny and Squiggy. You'd just be like
The ladies.
chewing on their hand, like, oh. Hello.
AJ, what were you watching that made you bail to beach volleyball?
I mean,
I was waiting. No, I was waiting for. I was waiting for the. I was waiting for the 76ers Celtics game.
Oh.
It just so happened to be on.
I think Columbo was on MeTV or something. There's options, man.
Almost always on someone. All right, so let's talk NBA now. You maybe mentioned the 76ers and Celtics.
Yeah.
And that turd had a good game.
Yeah, he hit the game-winning three.
Oh man,
he still looks like he lumbers up. Dude, he still looks like he lumbers up and on the floor though.
Lumbers is kind. Did you see that? So the Celtics, that Marcus Smart, who I don't like anyway, but he puts up that three a second or half second too late, which was the right call. But the thing that stood out to me on that, because they kept showing replays of it to see if the ball left his hands in time, and every time they showed a replay, they showed Harden not playing defense. He didn't even challenge the shot. He kind of waved his hand at him.
No, he didn't. You're right.
So if you were an owner of an NBA team, would you want Harden on your team?
No.
Okay.
And I could use the word in front of that, but I won't.
Heck no.
It starts with H.
Heck. Okay. What was your
heck no for the FCC railroad shit.
There you go. What do you think? What else happened yesterday? Or this weekend? The whole weekend.
I didn't watch the Derby because I didn't go. I was gonna go to the Mel's event, but it was raining.
Oh, okay.
He had a Derby event Saturday.
Oh, he did.
It was a small event. It was like not one of the big 8-pin half events, but it was like a smaller event at a third-party location.
Okay. All right. I didn't hear about that.
I didn't get all the details from Amy, but yeah.
Okay. Well, the Derby did what? So you didn't watch the Derby, but what was interesting, tragic.
The top horse got scratched, right?
Yep. And like 4 others either died last week or had to be put down. So it was a tragic week for the horses before leading up to the Kentucky Derby.
You know what? Something about horses and racing, man. They just don't last long, unfortunately.
Especially if they're shooting them up with drugs, that is no good.
That's no good.
Yeah, but they're beautiful animals, man. When they run, it's just something to see.
Yeah,
fantastic. The guy who was the jockey, Javier Castellano. He listen to this one, AJ.
Yeah.
He raced 31,226 times prior to that.
Holy cow!
And he had won 5,646 of those.
That's not a bad ratio.
It is not. And he actually is in the Hall of Fame prior to this race. But this is the first time in like 16 Kentucky Derbies that he was in that he won. So good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah, he stuck with it.
Good. It must be what, 46 then? 40?
I'll have to find out. I don't know how old he is. Yeah. Okay. But that's cool. And the thing now, when the horse used to win the Kentucky Derby, that you automatically knew they'd be in the next race. But now you never know.
Never know.
Yeah, which is kind of sad. Because when there's no Triple Crown, Jake, it takes some of the fun out of it. So
Takes
anyway.
all the fun out of it.
Yeah. Okay, so Kentucky Derby. What else happened this weekend in the world of sport?
Can we go to major announcements?
Yes, go ahead.
So major announcements. I have a couple.
All right.
I have one coming tomorrow, but I will be speaking at the Nike basketball camps all over the state of Wisconsin this summer.
The Nike basketball camps all over the state of Wisconsin.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations, first of all, that's a big deal. What are the names of what's the gentleman's name who puts the camps on if people wanted to look for them, Age? How did they do that?
Lou Chapman.
Lou Chapman. Okay, the Lou Chapman basketball camps. You said they're all over the state, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when did they start? Like June and run through July and August, something like that? have no idea.
Yes, sir. They're for
Okay.
younger. They're for younger kids, though. They're for like high schoolers and seventh graders, I think.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Basketball camps are fun, and the kids can learn a lot, and they can get exposed to a lot of different things. You being one of them. And what is one of your favorite things about this new gig?
My favorite things is Lou is my college coach. So
He was
Lou
your
and I-
college coach.
Lou and I go way back. Well, he wasn't my head coach, but he was one of my assistant coaches, and we go way back. We go to all the way back to my sophomore year, all the way back to my first title.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. And you liked him.
I did like him. He's high energy. He's very high energy. He's intense but he's good for younger kids because he's good at skill. He's good at skill development. He's good at the basics. So it's very good.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. And what's your role going to be, AJ?
I'm going to be a speaker.
Cool. So you're going to speak to the kids.
Yes.
And what are you going to talk to them about?
I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing my the finish talk.
Excellent. Well, that's huge. That's great. Do you know when the first one is? Is it in June, AJ?
June. Week of June 15th.
Okay. That's great. And then you said you're going to have another major announcement tomorrow. And you had a huge last week was a big week for you. What did you do last week?
Last week I was at the Author Circle in Cedarburg.
That's right. Who put some loser put that on? Who was in charge of that thing?
Bulldog actually put it on.
Bulldog. He is a loser. You're right. As soon as I said loser, you know who I was talking about.
Yeah.
What did you think about the Author Circle group, AJ?
I liked it a lot. Very versatile. It was a very versatile group, so I liked it a lot.
What would you say to someone who likes writing but doesn't know if they might say, I don't know, I'm not published, I don't have a book done, I don't know if I should go to a thing called the Author Circle. What do you think about that?
I would call it almost like a pre-writer circle, not necessarily an author circle.
Okay.
So we just bounce a lot of ideas off each other, and it's really good.
It was good, and there was a good mix of people and all different kinds of genres that they're writing. Or some people didn't know what their genre was; they didn't care. They were there because they loved writing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good. And then Bulldog does facilitate it. It's the first Wednesday of every month at the Seabrook Public Library.
Next one is the 7th.
Next one is the 7th of June. Sounds like Coco wants to go.
Yeah. Coco wants to go. I don't know.
All right, so that was cool. Then what else did you do last week? Author Circle, and then
Rotary Club on Thursday.
the Cedarburg Grafton Rotary Club. You came and spoke to the group. You had lunch with us, and then you spoke to the group, and the agent showed up and everything.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a good time.
And we showed. Oh, go ahead, H.
I appreciated Jack. It was fun. We had a good time. And, I learned a lot, met a lot of people, and actually met. I'll tie this back to the Rotary Club.
Okay.
Met Maggie Dobson, who Maggie's the best man at Maggie's wedding. Was my football coach
Really?
in high school,
Really?
Mr. Matt Zabata,
Huh.
who now is a coach at Homestead, or not isn't a coach at Homestead, but is the assistant principal at Homestead.
Well, so he's the leg breaker.
The guy who's in charge of detentions and the like.
Yes. Yeah. So,
Fun.
So Maggie Dobson, your coach, one of your coaches from high school, was the best man at her and Whitney Dobson's wedding.
yeah.
And she came up and said hello. You got a great picture with her.
Yeah.
We're talking about AJ's huge Rotary success.
I was tuned in. I'm up to speed.
Even Linda, she didn't like anything, and she liked AJ's appearance, which was great.
Oh, and I have another appearance today.
Oh, well, thanks for making time for us this morning, I guess.
Jeez.
I made an executive decision. I'm going to the nonprofit center today.
Oh,
there you go.
What are you going to do there?
I'm going to donate some books.
Excellent.
Nice.
Very nice. Are you going? Go into the advocates. They're in And if Barb Fisher is there, go in and say hello. She's just a cool lady. She is the executive director of Advocates for Ozaki. And I think, I don't know, Mel doesn't have you. Well, you know where Mel's office is. It's not at the nonprofit center, but there's still a lot intersection there. Okay, so AJ's talking about the author circle. He thinks you might have misnamed it, not because of the shape, but because you don't have to be an author to join. If you're interested in writing, you can.
Well, I mean, even if you write on the back of a napkin, you're an author. I'm sorry.
That's
you
right.
Write a grocery list. You're an author.
Right. I was thinking more pre-writer circle because a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, I thought we all needed a shot of ego, so I thought on Wednesday nights when you walk in that room, you are an author.
AJ already promoted. The June 7th is the next one.
Yeah, right on.
He's way ahead of you, Bulldog. He's
all right.
on it, man.
No, I'm.
I gotta be on it, boys. I gotta get my rides in.
That's right.
That's true. Absolutely.
Bulldog, did you hear about his basketball camp appearances this summer?
I didn't. I was at that point. I was undoing the sorter had a clog.
Oh.
I'm doing Bulldog. I'm doing basketball camps this summer.
Nice.
As a speaker.
Which camp?
Lou Chapman basketball camps. There's
They're
like
Nike.
They're sponsored by Nike. They're like
wow.
There's like five. Excuse me, 5 of them.
Pretty close by, or do you got to do some traveling?
I got to do some traveling.
All over the state.
Nice. Wow, great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He's busy. And tomorrow is going to be another major announcement for AJ. So you got to tune in for that.
You got to tune in for that. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I'll be here.
I'm waiting until tomorrow so I get final details today.
Right on. Cool. Excellent.
Yep. So AJ said, "The heck with sports. All I wanted to do was talk about himself today." Bulldog.
Outstanding.
No. We have more sports, but there's more. We have more sports. Let's see. There's game 2 tonight. Was there any? There was hockey last night.
Only a triple header. That's all.
Who won the Devils game?
Devils won 8-4.
8-4.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yep. Okay, here. Nike basketball camps presents the 3E Basketball Academy in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Coach Chapman. Let's see. Okay, and tonight, so hockey yesterday, the Kraken won. They
Good for you.
They
That's good
whooped,
for you, Jack. That's good.
yeah,
for you.
they whooped the Stars. Then but then the Toronto Maple Leafs are down 3-0. They went down. They had a lead on Florida, but then ended up losing it. So Florida's got a stranglehold on them. They say.
I don't want to diss anybody in Florida because I got friends there, friends and family that live there.
You got friends everywhere.
But you got Miami, you got Florida. You can't have everything. Come on, share the wealth a little bit.
Oh, you share the wealth. What about Miami? The Heat, they play tonight.
Yeah, they do. I think they're gonna lose.
You think Miami's going to lose?
I do.
At home?
Yes, I do.
Okay. They're up 2-1 right now.
The Knicks are in desperation mode, so I think that I will predict that. I think watch out for Josh Hart. I think he's gonna have a big game.
Why?
I don't know. I just like his skill set. I like him. I like him paired. Him and Jalen Brunson, they were college teammates at Villanova, and I like their pair together. I think they're gonna do really well.
Okay. All right. I guess we got to. You are a sports guy. If you don't know, what do we know, right?
That game's at 6:30, right?
6:30, I believe that's right. They're the first game.
Yeah, 6:30, and then there's a West Coast game, which is the Lakers and
Warriors.
Warriors.
What's going to happen in that one?
That series is over.
Oh, Jesus Christ! What? It's 2-1, isn't it?
I know it's over.
Oh, it's over at 2-1.
Yep.
AJ.
Bold prediction that series is over.
All right, you got it. Okay.
I don't know if it'll be 6 or 5, but I think it's over.
You're burying the champs already, the defending champs.
After losing by, yes, when you lose by 30 and show a lackluster effort, Yes, it's all.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. That's pretty good.
I think there's a new Mission Impossible trailer out for the next movie coming out, and it's a great thing about the original villain from the first one's back. A character actor named Harry Cerny, who plays like CIA boss or whatever. He's just yelling at Tom Cruise, yelling at Ethan Hunt. He's like, you like to do things for the common good. Well, let me tell you something. It's over.
Oh,
Awesome.
by the way, if you guys want appointment television tonight, other than basketball, Brewers Dodgers this week.
Oh, they start tonight? They don't even get a day off?
At home, right? They're back home.
Yes,
So it'll be at a reasonable hour.
Reasonable.
4:40 West Coast time.
I can live with that.
I am going to the game tomorrow night.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How'd you pull that off?
As a guest, this will be 2. I'm 2 for 2. I've gone twice and paid 0 times.
I'd say even overcharged.
Yes. They won last time. I'm a good luck charm. They'll win.
All right,
They'll win
all
again
right.
tomorrow. Yeah, but they got the Dodgers tomorrow.
Are you going to get some kind of worst?
You can't go without getting a worst of some kind,
Some
or
kind
a
of
dog,
worst.
but no ketchup.
Worst
I
is
do-
best.
I do want to make one plug for all you lovely people out there.
I live for the plugs.
Don't forget it's Mother's Day this week.
Oh,
Well, my
AJ.
God! I mean, who would? If you take your life in your hands, you at your own peril, you'll forget.
It is Mother's Day this week. It is Mother's Day this week.
Will you be shopping generously for your mother?
I will be returning home for my mother
All right,
That's the
good
gift.
too.
on Saturday.
You're the gift.
I believe.
What if she wants to return?
Save your receipt, Mrs. Bocchini.
Hey!
The return is eligible to the return. You are eligible to return me on Monday morning.
There you go. Eligibility. Do.
By the
All
way,
right.
Yes.
by the way, one last thing.
Yes.
Good luck to the agent this week. He is doing a project for my brother
Ah.
in Madison. They're doing a deck project.
Oh, I remember you mentioned that was when that was starting up. You were kind of the foreman there.
Yeah, now they're actually going to Madison this weekend.
Oh boy,
Oh, man.
we're on phase 2.
on Friday.
All right. Wow.
luck.
Building
Yeah.
a deck
Yeah.
from scratch.
No, from wood.
Okay. Well, all right.
I think part of it is in already, but I'm not
That's
sure.
good. All right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not easy.
I helped a guy build a deck on our house once. All he did was haul stuff. He's like, don't touch any tools. Just go get the heavy stuff, drag it over here.
Any further suggestions for the nonprofit center today?
No, I would just say I would say go to hit as many as you can and just be yourself. Tell them your story. And
Oh, absolutely.
You may have some other people who may need to hear your delivery.
Your book
I-
sells itself, AJ.
Well, I'm only going to. Well, I'm not going to a meeting. I'm just.
No, I know.
Yeah, cold
Yeah,
calling.
but there's a bunch of them in there. You can
Yeah.
just stop and say hello.
Absolutely.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
You were an
AJ
empire unto yourself.
Even yesterday, I was at a Margot and I we were at Sahala, the brewery.
Oh,
works
the brewery in Grafton.
In Grafton.
Yeah.
And there are some Rotary members there. Kevin said, "What an inspiring person AJ is."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I make him look good." But he's so.
That's true. That's true.
Well, you make everyone look good, Jack. Next
You know,
to you.
I gotta give a plug to the show real quick before I go. The show kind of really kickstarted my success and my involvement in Cedarburg
Really?
because Mel kind of got me involved in the show, and
Mhm.
he said, "How often you want to do it?" And Mel said, "How about every day?" And I said, "Why not?"
Nice. AJ, I have the same contract as you. Someone was like, "How often you can do the show?" I'm like, "Oh, once a month sounds great." And like, try every day.
Yeah, my uncle, who I have to get the link to today. I'll get the link to him afterwards. I have to get the link to him today.
Okay.
Remind me, Jack. I'll get.
Okay. You bet.
But he listens to the show frequently,
Fantastic.
And
Hi, Uncle.
He asked me, so is it every Friday? And I said, no, it's every day. He was like in shock that it was like every day.
Is this Uncle Vito? Is he Italian?
Uncle Randy.
Uncle Randy.
It's my mom's brother.
Right
Your
on.
mom's brother. Okay.
Cool. Thanks,
Okay.
Uncle Randy, for your support. We
That's
appreciate
right.
it.
Yeah,
Spread the word.
Yes.
Cool.
And he said he shares with my cousin who lives in Texas. So.
Excellent. All right, man. We're kicking the doors down on all 50 states.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Someday
sir.
even Rhode Island. It's really
Someday
hard to
even
get in
Rhode
there.
Island. That's
It's
exactly
so
right.
small.
That's exactly right.
We should just
All right.
steamroll them.
All right, boys. Well, you guys have a wonderful Monday.
AJ, enjoy yourself. Thanks for tuning in and coming in and popping in and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, thanks a lot for making time for us, big shooter.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We will resume this tomorrow at 8:15.
Always, boys.
Best of luck.
Always a pleasure.
All right.
Nonprofit Center. We'll see you then. Thank you, AJ.
And big announcement tomorrow. For
Tomorrow's
AJ.
big day.
Tune
All right.
in.
I'll wear a nicer shirt. All right.
What?
I'll wear a nicer shirt. I'm a little too purple today.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me like wearing a
No. Well, you should too. Yes.
You got a major announcement. You got to look
Major
sharp.
announcement. You got to kind of wear. You
I
should
have my
dress like
job
the
house.
owner of the
I-
Suns.
Yeah. Just like Ryan Reynolds, like the owner of the Suns. I thought he was Ryan Reynolds.
I freed him.
Oh, funny.
Man, good stuff.
what a kid.
Absolutely. Hey, I got to show you. This is a funny clip I saw on the weekend, and I thought of our show because it sort of reminds me of our show. This is a very early clip from Leo Laporte's show about, which is now no longer on, called The Tech Guy. People would call in with tech questions and stuff like that. This clip brought a very large smile to my face. So let's give this a look, shall we? Here we go. Oop, I think I set it back from the beginning. Okay.
Hi,
Here we go.
Jennifer. Leo Laporte, the tech guy.
Yes, hi. Am
Hi.
I on?
You are on.
Yes. Hi. For over a year and a half in my apartment, I was able to connect through wireless the Linksys. And that's disappeared now for about 3 weeks. So I bought the USB. I'm working on Vista Basic on an HP laptop. And so I bought the Linksys wireless extender with the N standard, and I'm finding it's not solved the problem at all.
So you have, let me just, silly question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You have a wireless access point to begin with.
Well, it disappeared, so I'm trying to...
But you own one, right?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm
Okay.
a wireless thief.
Okay. So you, okay. It wasn't such a dumb question. So if you want Wi-Fi, you have to contract with an internet service provider, Comcast.
Well, I know that.
What? Did you do that?
I don't do that. No.
You were
I
using
connect
somebody
to
else.
Other servers.
You were using somebody else's Wi-Fi.
Not uncommon
Not legal.
for internet users.
No. Yeah, so this person probably caught on and turned it off.
But it's not. No, it was a Linksys in my neighborhood. Yes, they probably
Oh,
did.
Jennifer, it was a neighbor's wireless internet. They set it up and they didn't realize that they were broadcasting it publicly.
Okay, well, for over a
They
year
just,
and a half.
well, they caught on, or they moved, or they turned it off, or they renamed it. You are on an unprotected network. You are doing the most dangerous thing you could do.
You are doing the most
I do
dangerous
all my
thing.
banking. I'm taking that.
You take that risk because you're cheap, Jennifer. You're going to have to buy internet access.
This is true.
And buying the wireless extender is not the solution.
So there we go. I was roaring this week.
This is true. How did you come across that, for God's sake?
Oh, I don't. I was watching a couple old Leo Laporte clips, and that one popped in. I thought, oh, this is. I should have saved that for Eric on Thursday, I guess, but I guess that's okay. Eric.
Speaking of cheap,
yeah,
I got another thing for you.
Please.
Concerts for $25. How much have you gone to a concert
unheard
lately?
of. I have not concert gone in some time. I'm not a good concert goer.
Oh, what a shock!
I suck. Well, because people
You're
are,
cheap.
that's true.
Concert week is running from May 10th to May 16th, there's also a pre-sale. Listen to this. This is from the Daily Valet. When you think of concert tickets, the one thing that absolutely never comes to mind is affordability. The average cost of a concert ticket jumped to $103.71 last year, a 19% increase over 2019. But for a limited time, you might be able to score tickets to your favorite artist's live show for just $25. Seriously, it's not even a rip-off. It's not even illegal. From May 10th to 16th, Live Nation is hosting its annual concert week where fans can snag concert tickets for a ridiculous discounted price. And get this, those exorbitant fees everyone is sick of and are worried included too, you don't have to worry about them. They're covered. The tickets, according to Thrillist, the tickets are valid for a myriad of concerts, more than 3,800 shows across North America this year, including some pretty big names.
Are you talking nosebleed here, or are you going to wind up anyway?
Probably.
Yeah.
Everyone from Shania Twain and Snoop Dogg to Janet Jackson and Big Time Rush. Have you ever heard of Big Time Rush?
It's youngsters like them.
Okay. And while the promotion officially kicks off on the 10th, several pre-sales allow you to get early access. So how do you like that?
Well, it's great, but I wonder if they have tickets for this, because this is really the only thing. That really is. I mean, you know. Now, granted, they'll need some smelling salts and a shovel because he's been dead for about 8 years, but never mind.
That reminds me that Mel Brooks autobiography I was listening to, he wrote on Your Show of Shows starring Sid Caesar.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's where he got his really extended big break writing for it. And they were number one for years in the shows, but eventually got displaced, knocked off of the pedestal first place by...
Probably the Honeymooners.
No.
Milton Berle.
No,
he would have been the same time.
Think of what you just showed.
Oh, Lawrence Welk?
Yes!
Oh, wow. How demeaning.
Yes, exactly.
Myron Florin and his squeeze box has knocked out great comedy writing. Well, you bring up an interesting point, and I definitely spent the weekend immersing myself in Writers Guild labor stuff. Really interesting.
I saw a great picket poster for the Writers Guild.
There's a lot of good picket posters because they're writers. They write good poster.
Exactly. It said, "No tickets for you. No script for you." That's what I saw.
Man alive, man. You know, it's but it's interesting. A lot of what's happening now, because I was really trying to understand like who could win this and what kind of standoff and how long could this possibly last, and I didn't, come up with any really. Very optimistic answers, but no. The interesting thing is the business has changed so much. You mentioned Your Show of Shows and how they were number one. Well, they were number one, of course. A big part of that was there was no competition, really. Right. It was the earliest days of television, and they have cheapened. The business model has changed so much that these writers actually. They are struggling at this point for a living wage. I mean, whereas, the unfortunate answer is that if we really wanted to bring this to a solid closure, we would have to roll back time and get networks involved again. Like ABC, NBC, and CBS would have to start, would have to beat Netflix and do traditional scripted shows of like a 20-week season. These Netflix shows now are like 8 episodes and 6 episodes. And the writers are working twice as hard for these things and twice as long. It's just not the number. Right, the numbers don't work in their favor anymore. But not so much that the studio heads are a bunch of greedy bastards, which they are. But that's a whole separate argument. Actually, right. The actual argument is the fact that the entertainment landscape has changed so much that it's not actually sustainable. Unless you're like a writing hobbyist, you'll make a little coin, but you can't build a career anymore. Those days are kind of, to quote Harry Cerny from Mission Impossible, it's over. It kind of is, and so they're going to have to come up with something to restructure all that to make it a career again. But I don't know how you do that. So it's one of those weird stalemates where nobody's right and nobody's wrong. It's tough. It's weird. So. I don't know. This could go on a long time.
What is there any way out?
Studios would have to blink. Writers won't blink. They won't blink. The thing is that writers have
nothing to lose.
They have nothing to lose, and that's the most dangerous opponent. If you have an opponent who has nothing to lose,
Yeah.
You're
They're
finished.
kamikazes.
Yeah, exactly.
So when to the average person, it's like,
Yeah.
what does this mean? I mean,
I'll tell you what it means. I hope you like reality shows. I hope you like game shows. Might come back, which that's cool. But those of us, this could really affect the streamers. I mean, Netflix, HBO Max, those who are making a mint, not even making a mint, they're making millions of subscribers. They don't really make any money. These streaming services have yet. The bulk of them expect to turn a profit in 2028. That's their business model. Instead, they'd rather report to their investors massive subscriber increases because that's what they're after. And, so, I mean, that's the thing. If your boss isn't making any money, how do you expect to make money? It's very weird. So
you want to raise, but there ain't no raise to get.
No. And I mean, the real problem too is that, it's a CEO issue, which every business has right now, where one person's pocketing all the dough, all the loot, all the booty, and everyone else is like working really hard on a promise. Don't worry. Next year, your stock option, we're going to put you on a back end deal. I'll show you a back end deal. So
that's what they've been getting for years.
Yeah. So it's messy. It's sloppy. I don't think it's hopeless, but I do think that at this point, the writers collectively feel like that.
Okay.
So someone come to the writers and said, if you keep doing this, you're going to tank the business, and all the writers will go, all right.
Well, what Bulldog do? What if I'm a writer? I say I'm a writer and I ain't in the union. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I can write for anything. And what
scab? No.
Yeah.
But no, and that's
who is all in the Writers Guild for people? I mean, do you have to be in the Writers Guild to write on anything that's produced? So
this is what's interesting is that you don't ever have to be in a guild, but to not be in the guild is. If you cross the line, if I took one of my screenplays and said, "Here, produce this," I am then a scab writer, and I am banned for lifetime from the guild. That's how it works. It's one of those classic.
But if the guild is powerless, what's the advantage of being a member?
That is interesting. That's a good point. If that is the thing that the WGA then is risking, if they push this, the last strike was 100 days. It was a 100-day strike in 2007, 2008. Nobody came out of that smelling good, by the way. It was all terrible for the business, and all was awful. And it took them probably 2 years to recover from that 100 days because everything in Hollywood is so schedule-based that it just knocked everything, So if this goes on longer than 100 days, to say like a full year or longer, yes, the studios could then say, the writers, we're not going to deal with them anymore. They're not even close to acting in good faith anymore. Why would we deal with a guild that completely cuts us off at the knees, and there'll be a new guild. I mean, that's the thing. It's like it becomes like, which isn't exactly a bad thing either, because I feel like that's an answer too, is to tear it all down, and it may all get torn down, but it won't be pretty, and we'll see what the other end looks like.
What if you're you would when you with your movie that you were doing, you were the writer and the producer, so you say, I'm not hiring a writer. I can put my own script in here. Is that a technicality, or are you still a scab as a producer /
That would be
writer?
a technicality, because you're talking about basically then just you are your own business. So you're not dealing with the studios. You're like a subcontractor almost, or a subcontractor. You're creating your own product. Yeah.
Okay, so that brings up another thing that's confusing to me is why. There's the WGA is the Writers Guild of America.
Yep, East and West. Yeah.
So they're on one side, and you say the studios are on the other.
Yeah, it's like AMPT, American Motion Picture and Television Producers or something. Yeah, they have a whole.
And do they all? If you own, if you're DreamWorks or whomever, do you have to be in that? Do you have to be part of that? It's like an unwritten. So yes,
known thing. Yes, you do, because nobody wants to, because the legalities of it are so murky. Studio contracts are full of if this movie plays in Poland, I get 0.5% of the take. If this movie plays big in China, I get 2% of this.
Who audits those numbers?
We're never allowed to know. I
know.
Audit.
That's what I mean.
That's the problem.
What I mean.
That's the problem. It's all funny money. It's all funny money.
The whole thing is cockeyed.
Yep. You're right. That's the problem. And all that stuff is being exposed now, And by the way, just so you know, if you think we're out of the woods here, well, it's just writers. Guess whose contracts come due in June? The DGA and and SAG, the Screen Actors Guild. And they're all looking at the WGA going, good idea. So this is a bad time. I mean, now's a good time for the big one to strike, and then we can say Arizona Bay. It's not working anymore. It's bad. It's really bad. I did like I said, I did a deep dive this weekend and tried to read everything I could from every publication on this because I was really interested. And
Spike Lee?
Yeah,
he's an independent.
He mostly is, although again, if you ever would want his movies to be screened, he's going to have to crawl in bed with basically the big five. There's like 5 studios left. There used to be more, but they have all that.
So he can't write and direct and produce his own.
Yeah, he has in the past
movie.
though. He has actually. He's gone rogue twice. He made a movie called Chirac, was with Samuel Jackson was in that about. It's kind of cool. It's a good movie set in Chicago. I think he had distributed that, made everything was his own, was internalized, and then he made a movie called The Sweet Blood of Jesus is what it was called. There's actually a remake of a movie called Ganja and Hess. But he did a couple movies that went totally rogue, and they were not great movies, but they were okay, and it can be done. I
have not heard anything. I just single him out because
it's a good choice.
Yeah, he's the most well-known independent filmmaker that I'm familiar.
Yeah. A guy named Jim Jarmusch. He did big for many years. All these guys, all their movies ultimately are distributed. They think, oh, he's independent. He's distributed by Focus Features. No, Focus Features is owned by Universal. Right. That's how Universal sleeps well at night, saying we're helping independent film every now and then. So yeah, it's complicated. It's definitely complicated. It's just going to get nasty as time goes on. Now, you got to feel bad for, all that residual, all the collateral damage of, the cafes and the food trucks around the studio. Everything's going to come to a screeching halt. And, the shoe salesman on Hollywood and Vine and all these people are going to feel this stuff. And, I don't know. We'll see. I would not be surprised if this goes on over a year that the government steps in some way, shape, or form because the entertainment industry is big money. I mean, it's a lot of money, obviously. So
right.
Yeah.
And it's like when the sports go on strike, the people who are hurt right away are not the athletes or the owners. No. The people who do the catering to the stadium. Yeah,
that guy.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Stay tuned, kids. I don't know. I'll keep my thumb on the pulse of the union for you, and we'll see how it goes as time goes on.
All right.
But
yeah.
anyway,
well, to break it up, I gotta go. The 25 greatest comedy movies of all time. I'm gonna bounce them off you.
Oh, you did now? Okay. All right.
Well, no, not now. Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah,
I gotta go. But if Lisa Curtis is not on tomorrow, I have no reason to believe she won't be on. But sometimes she is. If she isn't, we'll do the 25 comedy things.
All right, guys. Pencils may be down in Hollywood.
AJ's got a major announcement.
I'm excited. Fantastic.
Is
all right.
On fire.
Tuesday is the day to tune in if you didn't tune in today. Wednesday, maybe not so much. No, it's fine. Everyone should come back every day.
Wednesday? What are you talking about? Patty points are Wednesday.
Patty, of course. You can't miss Patty. That's right.
That's right.
All right. So we should be here all week, and we will see you all tomorrow here on the Jack Henke Show. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies.
Yeah, tell your enemies.
All right.
Little Shirley to you.
Take care.